Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Dead Island, and we're here in Ryder White's campaign, and you're joining me here. We are 86% of the way through the game. I've had to play all the way through to here because you can't just start at a checkpoint unlike the regular Dead Island campaign. But the reason we're here is because I want to show you an extra bit that I said I would do at some point. I can't remember whether that was during the Ryder campaign or not, but yeah, this is going to be an extra video, exactly like the Henderson Out of Bounds video actually, except this one is far easier. So yeah, we are here in Ryder White's campaign. We're outside of the prison. Get the hell out of here. There's walkers and things. But yeah, I've got my legendary auto rifle and things that I've given myself, and Afran sidearm, which, as you can hear, is using the uses the default pistol noise that the AI pistols use. But yeah, so we're here outside of the prison. It's a very nice area, and the way that we get out of bounds is you need to be invincible in order to avoid the kill plane, and all we have to do is fall down here. Nice and simple. So we're now here. So we're now out of bounds. We're not fully out of bounds though, but as you can see, what we can do is we can sort of look through here. As you can see, we can find the area there, which is just the void. Doesn't have a skybox. You can see where the building ends in the background there. But yeah, so we can run around out here nice and easy. Game can also die there. But yeah, so we can run out and run around nice and easy here, but we can also come through here. And this is just around the back of this watchtower, and this allows us to get here, which is more out of bounds of the prison. There's this random box, which I'm not sure what it is, but here is the end. This is the back side of the wall. Yeah, like I say, this is the back end of the watchtower, which does actually have collision. These walls have collision because they are something that the player can interact with. So yeah, all of these things have got collision, as you can see. Can't exactly squeeze out there, but as we go forwards here, you'll see things start to get culled in as we near the area. So that's where we're meant to go in order to get to block C, because that's the current quest in order to get out here. But the funny thing is that a lot of stuff is actually loaded in. For example, Super 25 is always loaded in on top of the roof whilst we're out here, even though we can't really get to it or see it, I don't think, but we can easily just see Super 25 on the prison roof there, which is kind of interesting. My game is frozen again. It clearly doesn't like me exploring out of bounds. But let's see what else we can do once we actually are able to get back into the game. There you go. Right, so I don't know why it's freezing like that. It clearly doesn't like me being out here, but here's the back end of the rocks. But yeah, funnily enough, that's still loaded in. There's this watchtower all the way over here. Not sure why, probably so that we can just see the top of it over the roof. Let's try and get out to it though. Never mind, we've fallen through the map and we're now under the water, which is not great. I mean, that is the problem with sort of going out of bounds here, is that you're not exactly meant to be here. But because we have invincibility, we are not dying. The easiest way to get back though is simply load last checkpoint, and we will spawn right back up here. Nice and simple. And in order to get back out of bounds, all we have to do is come here, kill the walker again. I mean, that's optional, we don't have to kill him. But then all we have to do in order to get back out of bounds, I am just going to kill the thug though, just because I want to see if he drops anything. No, he doesn't, by the way. This is the 3 things that I managed to find here on my way here. This dependable crowbar from an infected, this bolo machete, and this exotic cane knife, which I think came from a thug. But yeah, as you can see, he falls down there nice and easy and dies to the rocks. And yeah, we're meant to go down there to escape, to go back in bounds, but we're not. We're going to go straight back out bounds again. Bonk, straight onto this kill plane. As you can see from the top, it looks like he actually hits the flooring there, but he doesn't. He hits this invisible barrier on the floor. But yeah, it just means that, again, we can just come all the way over here, right the way around these rocks. We'll see if this has collision. It does. Interesting. Does the rest of this rock have collision? It kind of does. How about that? But yeah, once again, we can just get straight around here, and this particular piece of geometry has one-way collision. Kind of interesting. The game really isn't enjoying me being out here, but hey, that's how it is. Let's try and get back over here and hopefully not fall onto the floor. I'm completely guessing as to where we can and can't go. I'm assuming in here should be never mind. Never mind, that's the water. Because there's always a base layer of water under the maps. So let's, okay, load last checkpoint again. We don't have to fall out there. We can easily just fall out, I think, from here if we just run and jump. Never mind, they've got an invisible barrier here. They've thought about it. Oh no, never mind, they haven't. There you go, we can simply drop down here. I did try and get out of bed. Ooh. Shadow Realm. Non-Shadow Realm. Shadow Realm. This is kind of funny. It's also incredibly funky because this is what happens, like I keep saying whenever we encounter these things. This is what happens when there isn't a backing skybox. We're just seeing into the void, which you're not meant to do. The game doesn't know how to draw it, which means that we end up with this funny effect. I can't exactly remember the name of the effect, but yeah, this is what it does. And there we go, we've fallen out of bounds again. So that invisible barrier is obviously down there to stop us from having fun, but we're having fun anyway, and we can... Thank you, Mr. Zombie, you actually helped me. Oh, you coming along as well? There you go. We'll give him a cremation funeral. So yeah, we're probably not going to be able to get out here. The invisible barrier probably doesn't extend to out there. We'll see how far we can get out of bounds here. I mean, it does give us a lovely view of the rest of the prison, but there you go. There goes the barrier. So again, simply load last checkpoint, and here we are, quick load. Okay, because there is a checkpoint for us getting out of here. We'll just kick Mr. Zombie this time. And down we come, straight away. Okay, he just fell. But yeah, that is pretty much the extent of the outer bounds of Ryder White's campaign that I know you can easily get to if you have invincibility, which you can easily do via the save editor. But yeah, it basically means that you have a little bit of the underneath the prison to explore. Yeah, there's another guard tower over there. But yeah, this is kind of the extent of it. There's a random box there. There's this random plane over here, which I'm not sure exactly what it is. Let's see if we can walk on it. I mean, this could be identifying the edges of the box. I'm not sure that we can stand on, but let's at least try get over here. Do these rocks have collision? Yes, they do. Interesting. And there you go. There's more of the prison. So that's the tunnels for the sewer section, right there. I'm pretty sure those circles are part of the tunnels for the sewer. What else can we spot over here? So we've got an elevator shaft of some description there and there, I think. That's looking like I think that's the docks over there, where my crosshairs is currently pointing. That's more of the sewers. Tell from the arch shape. Again, more of the sewers over there as well. I'm not sure. I think this area, much of this area, is probably going to be the hospital area, and then I think some of this is going to be the basement area over here. Let's try and get a bit closer. We've entered the void. That's not good. Let's try and avoid entering the void. Try and get closer to these things so that we can spot some more. If we zoom in with this, oh, there's loads of. Oh, that's juicy. Look at that. That's all of the zombie models for them to draw and place, and that also gives us a better look at these things. So yeah, that's. I think that's an entrance corridor of some description. I think it's an underground corridor there. I think that's part of a corridor. Yeah, this is definitely part of the hospital wing due to the walls. I can see that. Yeah, that's very interesting over there, isn't it? Let's take a screenshot of that. Yeah, again, this I think is also more. Yeah, I think this is all just part of the corridors. Oh, we might actually be able to get all the way over here. Oh, we've entered the void. We've entered the horror void. That's not good, no bueno. There's part of the underground section. That's where we turn on the power. So what have we got here? We've got... Please select skin. So yeah, these are all default zombie models that they draw. You've got the suicider here. There's the ram. There's the floater. They're all kind of stuck in the floor. But yeah, these are all body bits and parts which they're using for when we gib zombies. Which is all very cool. Yeah, I didn't actually think you'd be able to get all the way out of here, but hey, here we are. So yeah, what's underneath? Oh, so that's what the void... Right, okay. So the void colouring that we've got going on here is actually what they use for when you're inside the prism. This is what gives it the lighting, the sort of dingy lighting that we're used to when we're inside of the prism. Yeah, that's why this void effect exists, because yeah, having it nice and bright, it doesn't fit with the prison aesthetic, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, so there's part of a stairwell. Not sure which stairwell that is actually. Where's it lead? I'm not too sure actually where that leads. What have we got over here? This is looking like... Oh, there's an invisible wall. Interesting, they have an invisible wall here. Okay, so what's up there? There you go, we're kind of around the invisible wall now. Okay, so... Is this the way in after we enter with Super 65 or Super 25? I don't think so. Oh, we got some nice brightness there. Okay, that's bright. So there's the dock. Okay, so we're under the dock. That's where we are. Okay, interesting. Or have I just been teleported? Have I just been teleported to the docks area? No, I haven't. This is just the part of the docks map. See, I tried to jump out from here, but there's an invisible wall. There's an invisible wall that stops us from going up there. Oh, bullets actually passed through, have they? Oh, interesting. It's not like Riptide. But there we go. Now we're outside. And yeah, again, we just get into the regular prison lighting. But then, that's funny. Look at the background disappear or change as we pass through. Look at it suddenly. It suddenly gets rotated in. Wow, we really have entered the back rooms of Dead Island, haven't we? What happens here? Do I fall off? There's just a step down. Please mind the step down from the train to the platform. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's continue back this way then, because this is where we were. So this is... I think that's the cutscene elevator that happens when we come back up from the... When we come up from the docks. There's that little cutscene which shows the elevator rising up. I think that's what that is. So that's kind of cool. We've got a red flashy light here, which is the moving platform. Okay. But over here, I want to go see if we can look underneath at the basement. Invisible wall stopping us. Okay, let's try and go our way through. Okay, we're going to have to go there around this way. Okay, so yeah, most of this stuff is culled out when we go to the docks, which is kind of interesting. Let's try and snake our way around here. There you go, that avoids it. There you go, now we're getting to it. So yeah, this is directly underneath the electrified flooring of the basement. What's that? Is that more of the basement? I think it is. Ooh, that's a big area. So that's a long corridor of the prison hospital. See if we can find where Emily's room is. Let's go all the way over here. I didn't know you'd be able to get out here, by the way. This is my first time exploring it, the same as you. Yeah, so that's interesting. Emergency generators, yeah. Stairwell down. Okay, interesting. Emergency generator that way. Don't mind the Discord noise, that's just the Dead Island Wiki Discord. What is this area? Oh! I know what this is! This is the Geofarm Lab, right? So, remember when we played through Ryder's campaign? Right. When we played through Ryder's campaign, we saw a cutscene of Charon talking to West, and West creating the antidote, Charon letting the zombies out, West dying, etc., etc. This is how they did that cutscene, because it's not pre-rendered. It kind of is, but it's rendered in-game. So all the models are being manipulated in real time, as it were. That's what this is. They've just taken the lab, stuck it in here, removed all the NPCs apart from West, Yerima and some random zombies, and they just filmed the cutscene in here. That's very interesting. Because it looked very nice compared to the rest of the prison, so that's why I was like, what the hell's this? But no, you can see, that's the corridor in. Will's room is over here. Obviously I haven't brought that in because you don't see it. But there's the corridor in. Joel Dirt's around here somewhere. You come in here, there's a safe there. You've got West in there with Yerima. Obviously the NPCs have been removed now. And then you've got here is where the zombies are being held, obviously. There's the corridor down. Through there, there's the what's it called? Disinfectant shower pathway through, I think, through there, and then through to the actual main part of the lab there. Yeah, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, so this is where it's stored. Can we find West and Yerima? That's the real question. And what the hell's this? Can I shoot it? Oh, I can shoot it. Interesting. They're glass panes. Okay. Random glass panes. Is that a glass pane? No, that's a block 0. That's the way in. I don't want to step off there because that's going to be death. Well, at least back into the void, but okay, interesting. That could be leftover stuff from the main prison map. Possibly, because Block 0 is where the prisoners are being held. Or at least, well, not being held, but that's where the prisoners have broken out from, and that's where the canteen is and everything. And obviously the canteen's not around here, because why would it be? But that must be just leftover stuff that they've missed out from removing. But yeah, there's the many tiers of the prison. Yeah, okay, interesting. So does that mean that somewhere around here is there going to be the execution room? There's the armory. Yes, this is the execution room. I think. It says armory. And storage. Okay, there's fencing. Or is it fencing? No, that's a wall. It's a wall with one-way texture. Okay. Is this should be the execution room, I think. Because it says armory there, and I'm thinking that that's the Block C armory that we can loot. Looking like it's got a bunch of... Yes! Yeah, I recognise this cell. This cell is part of the... that's one of the solitary cells. So yeah, these are the solitary cells. So yeah, so this is where we get teleported to if we go through the door from outside. That's interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, this is the way through there. Prisoners are obviously in here, and then it's not the best actually looking area because we're just looking into the void. We're not meant to be here. But yeah, okay, interesting. Ladder, also interesting. Is this a ladder down into the sewers? Yeah, it must be, because look, there's one of the fans of the sewers. You can just see in the background there, the spinny fan. So yeah, that must be... this is a terrifying looking bit of the void, but yeah, so this must be the ladder that leads us down into the sewers from the shower, which means... Or is it leading us out? It might be leading us out from the sewers, actually, this one. Which means the showers must be over there somewhere, I'm thinking, but... Yeah, interesting. So we haven't seen... We haven't seen the models of the NPCs. Can I shoot you? No, you don't do anything. Do you do anything? No. Okay, these are all going to be inert, aren't they? Yeah, so... That's obviously a police walker. That's a prisoner that's a prisoner infected. I think that's a prisoner walker, possibly. And that's possibly a guard infected. But yeah, obviously none of these guys do anything. They're all just inert models. We can walk straight into them. Ooh, interesting. Can we see what's inside of the skull of the ram? Nothing too interesting, really. Inside you, Mr. Floater, nothing. Inside the suicider? Nothing. Lots of geometry. Interesting that this model still pulses, though. Very strange, very strange. Yeah, okay, I think that's about all that we can find in this area. But no, that's very interesting. Very interesting. The void holds many secrets. Oh, and we're outside. Oh, look at that. Lovely. See, there's the entire section of... that's the entire sewer section right there. The one, the spinny fan, the two that I've turned off in order to get out. Yeah, very interesting. There's those models, there's that. We can't see... Oh, you can just about see the lab back there. All the way over there. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. One last thing. Can we get anywhere else with this rectangle, or is this rectangle it? I think this might be it. Yeah, I think this rectangle's it. Yeah, and there we go. We've fallen down. We've fallen down, and that means we can load straight back into the map. And I'm sure nothing will be broken from me shooting at it with a bunch of stuff. But yeah, okay, that's going to be it for this episode of Dead Island. This Out of Bounds. Yeah, actually, one last thing I want to do. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, so yeah, that's why that one's there. Let's... Oh, not fall down. Let me just kill you. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to see... Okay, so that's why the other one's there. Oh, Ryder White's campaign is a well-made DLC for Dead Island, because, as you can see, if I jump up here, and I just jump over the fence, the map is just there. You can just see out of bounds. You can just see out of bounds. It doesn't matter. They all spent their time on this one. Yeah. Okay. So that's why Super 64's there. There he is. Sorry, Super 25. There he is. There's the way down. There's that other guard tower. Yeah. Okay. They really went all out when they made this, didn't they? Very very cool Dead Island. Very cool. Yeah. There you go. Very cool Deep Silver. Oh, well, Techland, I should say. But yeah, okay, that's going to be it. I kind of want to put this out now, rather than wait until after the Riptide Out of Bounds. I might do that, actually. In which case, you'll just have to look forwards to the Riptide Out of Bounds when we finish the Riptide playthrough, which I have. But obviously, they're all being uploaded still, or being scheduled still, and there you go, we can see more Out of Bounds. But yeah, okay, that's where I'm going to leave this one. Yeah, very cool discoveries here. So yeah, I will thank you all for watching, and goodbye.